I have here. So the car refrigerator. Some of the specs here. Okay, you guys can see that. Forward more. There we go. So model CX50. That means it's a 50 liter. Right here, capacity 50 liters. NW, GW. Let's see, that's the weight. Not sure what NW is. Gross weight. No, so I'm not sure. I mean, empty weight, and it can't be full weight because that's only 2 kilograms difference. That's not much. That's only 5 pounds. So I'm not sure what that means. Color, other. There's nothing there. Down here, this is the important part right here. Voltage. 12 volts. You know, direct current, DC 12 volts, 24 volts, and AC. 100 to 240 volts, 50 or 60 hertz. And it's a compressor, LG compressor. So, pretty good positives there. So basically, it's a for vehicles, right? So I got this thing from Costco. It was actually on sale for, I think it was $50 off. Maybe it was $70 off. Something like that. 50 or 70, somewhere in that range. It's actually out of stock too. So went out of stock pretty fast. The other two models, the other two models are basically the same thing, but just smaller. So this is a 50 liter. The other two are 40 liters and 30 liters. But they're actually the same. What does that mean? They're the same, meaning they're exactly like this one. The only difference is the height. As far as I can tell, they both use the same compressor motor. So, and the only difference was the height. So the 30 liter one was probably like this height, and the 40 liter and 50 liters. All right, so here it is. This way. So it has little handle, just like a luggage, right? Just like your airline luggage handle. Actually, from this angle here, right? Just like airline luggage with a button right here. Telescopes up, tilt it, and you move it around. So easy to transport. E-cooler. Let's look at this side here. 12 volts, 24 volts, water plug. Let's see, there's a little USB. Just a little USB plug right in here. So I guess you could charge up the USB from here. Let's see. Glare, it's hard to see the buttons. Top right button's on off. The bottom right button is the setting. This side is negative and positive, meaning you're going up and down the menu, I guess. So this is a compressor engine, compressor motor, I should say. Made by LG. So I like LG. I think they make pretty good products. LG is kind of a competitor to Samsung, and I much prefer LG over Samsung. I think the quality is better. So let's look at the cooler. So let's look inside. The cooler inside is not that, doesn't look that big, but it's all right. 50 liters. So there's the inside, interior. So underneath the compressor, there's obviously the space. There's a little drain plug right here, so that's cool. Let's see. Oh, it just pulls right off. So that's a little drain plug, so I like that. Let's see, from the back side, yeah, there's a little hole, I can feel it. Let's see, this lid here has a little gasket to form the seal. Let's see, plug. Here's a cigarette lighter style plug right here, so that's for the 12 volt. Right, and there's the and this is the transformer, basically yeah, input 100 to 240 volts. Output is 12.5 volts. So basically, this is for the AC adapter. You know, AC input, output is DC. So here's the DC plug. So you would plug this directly into, say, your vehicle. You don't need this this power brick here, this transformer. All you need is this, and this plugs directly right in, because on a vehicle, the vehicles are 12 volts, but when the car or the whatever vehicle you're using, when it's actually running, it's actually up at 14 14 volts, 14 and a half volts or so. When the motor's running, it's when the motor's off that it's 12, 13 volts, depending on how strong your battery is. If you have a new battery, it's over 13 volts. If you have a older battery, it goes, drops down. When it gets to 12.3 volts, that's when you know the battery's life is pretty much up. So this looks nice. Quality looks good. Even though they don't move, no, it's just a little thing there to, I guess, to give you some grip or something. So yeah, so this is a compressor model. The motor in here is a compressor motor, just like your refrigerator at home. It's a compressor motor. I think those are the better ones. They don't get pretty quiet, and they're pretty efficient too. Actually, none of this thing says anything about that. Specification, yada yada. Oh, we have 40 total input power, 45 watts. That's actually really low. That's actually very efficient. 45 watts. That's like freaking. That's like a big laptop. A big laptop might use, if you have like a larger laptop, like a 15-inch monitor size laptop, they use 15-inch or 17-inch. They use their little power plug uses about 45 watts. So that's actually very efficient. Let's see. The fuse on here is 15 amps, DC fuse. Rated current for DC is 3.75 amps or 1.875 amps. I believe that's. I think that's probably the 120 side. Usually, when you increase volts, amps goes down. When you decrease volts, amps goes up. Refrigerant. Let's see what else is on here. Oh yeah, it says right here model 30 liter, 40 liter, or 50 liters. So there is a difference in weight and also refrigerant amount too. So I guess there is a little bit of a difference in the compressor. I think the motor is probably the same. I'm guessing the motor is probably the same, but the size of the refrigerant is probably a little bit more in the larger cooler, because you have a larger volume, so you have to run a little cooler. And here's the weight for them. So this one is 13.9 for the 50 liters. That's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug this in and test it. I'm gonna plug it into to AC and just test it and see how long it takes to go from cold to hot, or excuse me, from room temperature, ambient temperature to cold, and drop down and see how far it goes. But so this thing is, obviously looking at it, it's only a one chamber cooler refrigerator, but you could use it as a freezer or refrigerator. So you could actually bring it down to I think this thing drops down to like just under 0, or not under 0, a little above 0, or around 0, I think. Did it say? I didn't notice it. Maybe it said that on there. I think I was reading online. Again, I got this from Costco. Does it say on here somewhere? Let's see. Right here, quick cooling down to -20 C. So I don't know what that translates into Fahrenheit is. -20 C is what. So that's 20 Celsius below freezing, and freezing is 0 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So that would be something like maybe 0 degrees, or somewhere near 0 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, something like that. So yeah, so you could use this as a freezer or a refrigerator. Oh, here's some other interesting thing. During transport, avoid slope more than 45-degree angle. I think that has to do with the coolant. But when you're actually using it, let's see. Here it is. Operate the unit on a flat surface with no more angle than 30 degrees. That's pretty steep. 30 degrees is very steep. 30 degrees is that's really steep. So yeah. So anyway, it's all in there. One of the cool things I like about this model, compared to a lot of other types of car refrigerators, is that their motor is at the bottom. So now you have all this heat going through the cooling chamber, versus this one, the motor is up on top, so that way the heat's, it's not warming up the fridge. Basically, it's not warming up the insulation side. So that's cool. I like that. Let's see. Yeah. So this thing was on sale, like I said, at Costco. Shipped to my door. It was something like it was just under $300. It was like it was 2 something, and tax and shipping was free, so it was just under $300. It was like $4 or $5 under $300. So that's really cheap for a dual voltage refrigerator, chest type refrigerator. You buy something like this from, like, let's say like an RV store, or a marine store, boating store. Something like this would cost you like $500 or $600 at least. They're really expensive. Dual voltage refrigerators are really expensive. This one is it's half the cost. All right, so that's it for the just opening it. I will test it and see how long it takes and everything, and I will do an update video on that, on how well it works. Thanks for watching.